In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I teach my students on average to be able to hold at least 5 seconds handstand in just under 6 weeks. The following 4 progressions are the sequence that my clients will have to follow up the handstand ladder, and it literally will teach them how to develop that body awareness, that proprioception, how to manipulate their hands and fingertips, so fingertips and the palm to be able to control themselves when they're upside down, as well as building up shoulder strength and endurance to be able to hold the handstand hold. So before I begin, please press the like button and subscribe button, as this will really help me out and it will help to push up the channel out there so more people can learn more about calisthenics in pursuit of health, mindset, confidence and physique. And also it will give you that notification for the next video that I'll be posting out. The first drill we'll be doing is what I call the frog pose. Now, this is the most basic form of hand balancing because you're literally going to be on your hands and your feet are going to be elevated off the ground. And the benefit of doing this is that it will help you to understand how to use your fingertips to prevent yourself from falling that way, and how to use your palms, so pressing down with the palms to prevent yourself from falling backwards. So to get into the frog stand, I like to have my hands about shoulders width apart, and I like to go into a bear grip. This means pulling your fingertips back so that it creates like an arch around your fingertips here, so that way you'll be able to grip more. All right, so spread your fingers out as wide as possible, go into this bear or claw grip, and we're gonna rest our inner knees onto our triceps, and then we're gonna lean forward, pressing down with the fingertips to start counterbalance. Bring one foot off the ground, followed by the other, and then we're just gonna balance with our palms and hands. And if I'm falling forward, I'm gonna press down with my fingertips, and if I'm falling back, I'm gonna press down with the palms of my hand. So this is the most basic form, and I would start off with between 5 to 10 seconds for 3 sets. And as you can see, it's a super simple exercise. It may take a few sessions for you to get used to it, but trust me, the benefits of this is immense. It will really help you to learn how to find that balance on your palms, which leads us on to the next progression. The next progression is what I call the chest to wall handstand. So you're going to be getting into a push-up position, walk your hands and feet back so that your chest faces the wall, and this will get you loading up your shoulders with your body weight with the assistance of the wall, so there will be no balancing aspect involved as much as you would in handstand. So I would get into a push-up position, walk your hands and feet back. So for some, this may be super scary, so you could just walk a few steps back, push through your shoulders, squeeze your glutes, point your toes, and just hold it here, about 45 degrees angle. Make sure to keep your core tight, your glutes tight, and where I'm looking is in between my hands. I'm not looking backwards like this. And I'm gonna hold this for about 10 seconds and then come down. What I teach my students is that try not to max out on your holds, because you're gonna be doing like minimum of 5 sets in a single session. If you're maxing out from the first set, your following sets is going to be inefficient, you're going to be fatigued, which is why I recommend to leave about 30% of your energy left in the tank. So 10%, so 10 seconds is a good mark for beginners when doing the chest to wall handstand. And then as you get more confident, you'll get closer to the wall. So walk back closer to the wall. The ideal position is to have your hips stacked on top of your shoulders and your wrists. Push through your shoulders, look in between your hands, so I'm looking here, not looking towards the wall. And then I'm pointing my toes, core and glutes tight. Once that's 10 seconds, you can come down and then just dismount to the side. So initially I would program the frog stand and the chest to wall handstand into the first week of training for my clients and see how they react to it on average. So 3 sets of the frog stand, and about 5 to 8 sets of the chest to wall handstand. Once they're comfortable with both progressions and I see that, okay, cool, they're ready to go, then usually on the second week, I'd get them to do chest to wall handstand flutter kicks. The benefit of doing this exercise is that when they're doing the flutter kick motion, their feet are gonna be partially away from the wall for just a split second, and that will give them that a little bit more of a feel of what it's like to be balancing without their assistance on the wall. So we're going to start off with a basic variation of the flutter kick. So get into the handstand, walk your hands and feet back. Okay, once in position,
I'll just bring 1 foot away from the wall, bring one foot back, and then switch. 1 foot away from the wall, back, and then the other one out. And try to press down with your fingertips if you feel like you're falling forward. Once they're comfortable with this, then I'd make them into a more of a motion, so tempo it like this. And we'll go for about 8 to 10 reps for a minimum of 5 sets.
So eventually, once the flutter looks effortless, then that's when you know, okay, cool, you're ready for the next step. And before I get to that, the chest to wall handstand will teach you how to use your fingertips as the brakes. Imagine you're driving through a car, right? With a car, and if you're going too fast, you want to brake, you press the brake, right? So apply that with the wall handstand. So when we're balancing, right, we've got to think about standing on your feet. Imagine I'm on my feet, I'm falling forward. What am I doing with my toes? I'm pressing down with my toes to counterbalance. If I'm falling backwards, what am I doing with my heels? I'm pressing down with my heels to counterbalance. So the same principle applies for when you're doing the handstand. Okay, so if you're falling forward that way, press down with the fingertips. So we're going to get into the next progression, which is the chest to wall single leg taps. Bring 1 foot away from the wall, and then we're just going to tap off the wall to find that balance. Tap off and bring your feet together in the middle. Pressing down with my fingertips to counterbalance. Pressing down, pressing down, pressing down, and if you need to dismount, just fall to the side. So that will be the next progression, the final progression. You want to be testing out your wrist quite a lot for this progression. If you feel like you're not falling forward enough, then that means you're under tapping. So you really want to test your wrist. So, you know, be brave, let yourself come a little bit more forward, and it's okay for you to fall. You just dismount, twist to the side and land on 1 foot first, followed by the other, because inevitably you're going to fall at some point. So if you get it in early on in the stage, you'll be much more confident, because the more you fall, the more your body is able to realize that, oh, cool, this is how I fall. This is how I'm going to be able to control it, because I know that I can fall safely. I have trust in myself, and eventually, you know, you hold your handstand. So that is all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do find value in this video, please hit the like button and subscribe button, as this will help you as this really helps the channel out, and it will also keep you notified for the next video that I'll be bringing out. If you have any questions in regards to calisthenics, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to make the tutorial for it. And yeah, when you press the subscribe, when you hit the like button, it will really push this channel out there so that more people can learn more about calisthenics in pursuit of health, mindset, confidence, and physical and mental well-being. As always, I appreciate your time and your confidence in me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.